All right, let's get right into it. Have you ever had an idea for an app and just wished you could speak it into existence? Well, welcome to vibe coding. This term, first coined by Andrej Karpathy, actually became the 2026 word of the year, and for good reason. It represents a huge shift in how we build software. We're talking about going from a simple idea to a working app, not in months, but in mere hours. This isn't just about coding faster, it's about a whole new way of thinking about coding itself. And look, this isn't some sci-fi concept from the future. Vibe coding has absolutely exploded. It went from this kind of puzzling buzzword you'd see on tech forums to a full-blown burgeoning industry. It's all built on a pretty simple philosophy. You just fully give in to the vibes. You focus on your goal, your vision, and you let the AI handle all the messy technical stuff. So today, we're going to break down exactly what that means, and more importantly, why it matters to you. So here's the game plan. First, we'll look at the old way of coding versus the new vibe. Then we'll dive into the agentic revolution. That's the tech that makes all of this possible. After that, we'll walk through what the new workflow actually looks like. It's more of a conversation. We'll check out the real-world tools you can use right now, and then we'll wrap up with the most important part. What is your new role in all of this? You know, for decades, if you wanted to build software, you had to deal with what I like to call the tyranny of syntax. It was a constant battle, right? Mastering complicated frameworks, spending hours hunting for a single missing semicolon, and trying to decipher the most cryptic error messages imaginable. The entire focus was on the nitty-gritty technical details, the how, and that created this massive learning curve that kept a lot of great ideas on the shelf. Vibe coding is the way out of that, and it's all powered by something called the agentic revolution. Now, I want to be really clear here. This is not just a slightly better autocomplete. This is a fundamental paradigm shift. It's a completely new way of thinking about how to create things, and it's built on these autonomous AI agents that can actually think, plan, and execute on their own. So, let's put a clear definition on it. Vibe coding is where you focus purely on your intent. Instead of meticulously writing every single line of code for, say, a user login system, you just describe the outcome. You say, hey, I need a secure way for my users to sign up and log in using their email or Google account. That's it. The AI agent then figures out the best frameworks, writes all the code, sets up the database, and handles the whole implementation. You become the architect, and the AI becomes your hyper-competent builder. And that right there, that idea, it reframes the entire identity of a developer. You're no longer just a writer of code, typing away function after function. Your job is evolving into something way more strategic. You are becoming an architect of agents, delegating tasks and orchestrating this team of AI assistants to bring your grand vision to life. This new role completely flips the workflow on its head. It stops being about giving a list of rigid, specific commands and becomes more like having a real back-and-forth conversation with a brilliant partner. You pitch an idea, the AI builds a first draft, you give your feedback, and it instantly refines it. It's this constant collaborative loop. So what does that conversation actually look like step by step? Well, it starts with you. You share an idea, something like, build me a real-time flight tracking app. The AI agent then goes off, creates a whole project plan, generates the front end, the back end, all the code, and it even runs its own tests. But here's the cool part. It doesn't just do it in a black box. It reports back to you, showing you what it did, and then you step in to review, tweak, and refine. It's that back and forth that makes this whole thing so incredibly fast and powerful. And the results in the real world? They're pretty staggering. This isn't just a theory about going faster. Big companies that are early adopters like Cisco are already reporting up to a 40% reduction in time to ship for really complex features. Think about that. Almost cutting the development time in half. That is a gigantic leap in productivity. So let's just put it all side by side, nice and clear. In the old world of traditional coding, your focus was on syntax. The process was writing code line by line, and your role was basically a code writer. In the new world of vibe coding, your focus shifts to your intent. The process becomes a conversation, and your role is elevated to that of an orchestrator. It is a total transformation of the job. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, right? But what does the Vibe Coder's toolkit actually look like? What are people using? Well, this revolution is happening right now, out in the open, and there's a whole ecosystem of incredible tools that are making this a reality for developers today. The agentic ecosystem is really exploding in two different directions. On one hand, you've got these massive, do-everything platforms from the big tech giants. And on the other, you have these super focused tools that do one thing incredibly well, like Replit for building and deploying a whole app, Lovable for designers who want to turn Figma files directly into code, or V0 by Vercel for instantly generating UI components. Let's touch on the big platforms first. So you've got things like Google Anti-Gravity, and you should really think of this as mission control. This isn't about having one little AI helper in the corner of your screen. No, this is about spawning and managing an entire fleet of AI agents at the same time. You can literally have one agent refactoring your database while another one is building a new UI, and you're just orchestrating the whole thing from a central dashboard. And on a similar note, you have OpenAI's approach with the GPT 5.2 Codex ecosystem. Their goal is to create a true autonomous engineer. This isn't an agent that just helps you for a few minutes. It's so deeply baked into tools like GitHub that it can take on complex, long-term projects. We're talking about managing an entire repository or hunting for security bugs over a period of days, all with very little human input. Which brings us to our final and, honestly, the most important section. With all this talk about autonomous engineers and mission control, there's a giant question hanging in the air. Where does the human fit in all of this? As it turns out, your role is more critical than it has ever been. Let's just ask the question directly. Is the human developer obsolete? Are these agents just going to take all the programming jobs? I mean, it's the elephant in the room. It's the biggest fear around this tech, and it really deserves a straight answer. And the answer, at least according to the data we have, is a resounding no. There was a landmark study in 2025 called the Code Clash Benchmark. They pitted the absolute best AI agents against expert human programmers in these intense coding competitions. And the result? The top AI models lost. Every single round. That tells us there is still a massive gap between what these agents can do and what an expert human can do. So where exactly are they falling short? Well, the Code Clash research really zeroed in on 3 key areas. The agents really struggle with high-level strategic reasoning. They're pretty bad at long-term code-based maintenance. And this is the big one. They have a really hard time adapting and recovering when their first plan fails. And when you dig in, you see some surprisingly, human-like problems. They have trouble learning from their mistakes by reading logs. They tend to make a mess over time, creating new, redundant code instead of fixing what's there. When they hit a wall, they just get stuck. They'll try to deploy code without testing it properly, and sometimes they just plain hallucinate. They make up reasons for why something failed. This is exactly where human judgment becomes absolutely irreplaceable. And this goes way beyond just writing messy code. Human oversight is absolutely critical when it comes to security. See, the same incredible power that lets an AI discover a major security flaw, like the infamous React to Shell vulnerability, can also be used to introduce a brand new one by mistake. In fact, some studies show that roughly 45% of AI-generated code has some kind of security flaw. Without a human orchestrator double-checking the work, you're basically flying blind. So here's the bottom line, the main takeaway. The AI's job is to build the code, but the human's job is to build the vision, to provide the strategy, the creativity, and to be the ultimate guardian of quality and security. The role of the developer isn't disappearing, it's leveling up. So the real question is, are you ready to be an orchestrator